Hi, my name is Wilman Ziada, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film, and also proud FENIX Global Artist Ambassador. Today, I am thrilled to be speaking with the renowned musician, EVA. For more on EVA, you can read more about them right below this video. But in the meantime, here is a sneak peek at the incredible talent of EVA.
I'm not so sure that I deserve this. A guilty pleasure or a purpose. The punctured flesh job ain't attractive. Death's not an event, it's a practice. Call me crash, killer. Call me tell the apple from the maggot. Can't tell the profit from the tablet. Can't tell the hokum from the gold.
Well, hello, EVA. How are you?
Will, I'm so good. How are you?
EVA.
Yeah.
I feel like we've known one another for like decades. We are finally meeting. You are such an incredible musician, and I am so excited that the audience just got like just a little sneak peek of your incredible talent. EVA, I want to know, where did you grow up and when did you realize that you had a knack for music?
Oh, wow. What a question. I grew up right here where we're both theoretically existing, I think, in New York City.
Where'd you grow up in the city?
In Park Slope.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Please don't dox my parents. Yeah, I grew up in Park Slope. I grew up in like a very musical family. I'm the youngest of a few siblings, and one of my parents is also like a professional musician. And so growing up, I was the youngest. When you're like a little kid, if you don't realize that you're worse at everything because your brain isn't as developed. So I just thought I was like the worst musician in the family, and that's just the way things were. So I feel like maybe that gave me a little chip on my shoulder.
I was about to say that probably gave you your work ethic, but also
Yeah.
what I love so much is that obviously you couldn't escape it. It was in your bone marrow. And was there a time in like your childhood or young adulthood where you were like, whoa, A, I'm good, and B, I can do this?
I feel like I've always had two conflicting perspectives on it that most people who do anything they're obsessed with have, right? Which is that like I'm the greatest and I'm just worthless, just totally unremarkable sack of piss.
I feel like we wouldn't be artists if we didn't live at the extremes, like waking up thinking you're gonna, conquer the world, and then putting your head on the pillow at night being like, when do I quit? But then you wake up again thinking, there's nothing else I'd rather do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I grew up here and like went to all those like magnet schools, like the magnet art schools, like LaGuardia, and like a similar middle school, which is like, I feel like when you're coming of age, that exacerbates that problem where you're like, I'm an elite child.
You're right.
And then you're like, everybody here is better than me.
You're right. You're like the big fish in the small pond. Then you go to LaGuardia and you're like, there are 500 of me, and they all wake up thinking they're the best.
Yes, exactly.
So EVA, I have a question. Would you,
Sure.
I mean, obviously these past 18 months were tough on everyone. And what were you able to do as both a person and an artist to just get you through it?
Oh.
Well,
you mean just like on an emotional level? Like,
why? Let's dig into everything.
Yeah.
I adore you. You can say whatever you want. I just want the audience to know pre-interview. I was like, what do you consider yourself? You're like a musician. I was like, no, you're a badass musician.
Thank you, Will. Thank you. I needed a little confidence boost this
EVA,
week, and I feel like I'm getting it.
The truth. I'm born and bred in New York. I was born in Brooklyn. I have the Brooklyn Bridge behind me. Come on. Go. Sorry.
We all want it behind us and not on top of us. But
EVA,
yeah.
that is my memoir title.
Stay behind me, not on top of me.
We're not there yet, Ava. Keep going.
Anyway, yeah, I have to be, so I'm in a very unique position. I don't know if you know this about me. I've been extremely vocal about it, but on like my social media and stuff, which I don't know if you
Oh yeah,
have
you
looked at,
bet.
but like, yeah, but so like, I have like, I've been thinking a lot about getting through the pandemic recently because I felt like I, I felt like I was pretty level-headed about it the whole time. Even though I lost like I mean, you can't say you lost a lot, like and people's lives have been lost. I haven't really lost a lot, but like I had like a recording studio and that got shut down, and like obviously our lives as performers like ended with no obvious time to restart them, and all that stuff. But honestly, none of that really like bugged me that much. I felt like because everybody I knew was like in it together. And now I'm in this very sort of unique position because I have like a chronic condition that keeps me from, I can't get vaccinated, right? So like now I feel like I'm still in that same place, and everybody else has like moved on from where I was and where I continue to be. And I feel like that's infinitely emotionally more difficult. But to answer your question, like, how did I get through the last 18 months? I didn't find it to be that difficult to like, oh, we're gonna get through it. Like, but now I'm like, oh, fuck.
Well, listen, well, Ava, first off, I mean, I wasn't gonna mention it unless you wanted to. So thank you for being vulnerable and mentioning it. And, I think that actually, I think about the platform that you're on as an artist, and I'm thinking about, the young Avas out there being able, no, but really,
Yeah.
being able to look at you, to not only sharing yourself through your music, but what you're going through,
Oh,
I
appreciate
know
that.
I know a few people who are friends of mine who live with chronic illness, and it's sometimes really what I have learned about it is that they it's so hard to describe to people because in many cases, and you can tell me if it's in your case as well, but in the cases that I know of, you can wake up some days, at least in the cases that I'm speaking about personally of friends, you can wake up some days feeling great and looking great, and you can wake up some days into the world still look great, but can't walk. And so
Right.
it's a constant judging of, why are you in a wheelchair? You look healthy. Why are
Yeah.
you? I mean, so anyway, that's my little rabbit hole to say, it's nothing to compare or contrast on it. Everyone's
Right.
lost something, but you're still going through it. But the fact is that you still put a smile on your face. You got a cup of coffee from your best, your favorite, what do you call it? Your money pit off camera? What is it called? What is
I don't want to deter anyone from going to Mighty Oak Roasters because of brought to you by
yeah, right.
I like Mighty Oak because it works for me. No, but like, they're very good. If you're in Astoria, you can go to Mighty Oak Roasters.
I
But
love
don't,
it.
but I'm not anywhere near there. Don't dox me. But
Ava, I guess my next question is, how do you look forward? How do you continue to move forward? You obviously wake up every day and somehow make the choice to keep moving forward. Is it your art? Is it this little light and optimism that's always been there? Is it you have more stories to tell and more music to share?
I
What
think
are you most optimistic about?
I've always and I think this shines through in my music a little bit, but I've always enjoyed a little bit of like a persona as a misanthrope. But I think the truth is that like I'm a deeply optimistic person, maybe even naive, even
I
naively so.
Well, I'm actually really happy you brought that up because
Right.
one of my questions for you is I sense this beautiful sense of wonder about you. That, I look at you, right? And I can hear your stuff and look at you all over social, and I'm like, whoa, that's a badass. But just meeting you via the Zoom, but meeting
Yeah.
you, there's a childlike sense of wonders there still.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm deeply immature.
No!
Um,
Stop. Oh, please.
No. I thank you. That like, yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. When you're like a little bit younger, like I feel like when I was an adolescent, you think that like being really dark and like really focused on like the inherent pain of existence and the misery and pointlessness of so much of life that makes you like deep and cool. But like, I mean, there's no rule, right, that says like pain is deeper than joy. I feel like that in fact is like especially in pop culture, like there's a pretty strong bent towards like uh highlighting or like believing uh that that like that pain is cool, or being dark is cool, or like being tormented is
Yeah,
cool.
right.
And but like we're all like deeply tormented. I feel like we don't need to like lean on that
No, but
anymore.
Ava,
That's
what I love so much about you and me is that we are literally twins. I don't know about you, but
we're dressed the same.
I wear the same outfit every day. Not like it's a different, do you have a uniform?
Yeah, yeah. And
Wait,
it's
time out.
it's this, yeah, I think it's the one we're both wearing.
Like literally, I call myself same outfit, different day. But
Yeah.
literally, but this is a different shirt. I have like 12 of these. My husband's like, Will, you haven't worn color in 3.5 years since
Oh
our
yeah.
wedding. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah.
but don't you love what is it about you in the uniform? I mean, I have my own.
Yeah, I'm curious to hear yours because I will like I
I
do
don't
know
like
there.
thinking about it. I literally wake up, I look at myself as a blank
Yeah.
canvas. If we want to get all arty woo woo, look at, I was a performer for many, many years,
Yeah.
but now as a director, especially these past 5 years professionally, it's like, I want to wake up every day and be a blank canvas to my art, to my artists, to my creative thoughts. I don't want to think about what I have to wear. I want to be a vessel.
Yeah.
And that's my mentality. What about you?
I think I have it's yeah, as an adult, I mean I've been wearing the same outfit since I was 11, and I think maybe when I was a little kid my reasoning was different, but now as an adult it's absolutely that. It's like I don't the first thing I do when I wake up I don't is not making a decision. I don't want to make any decisions.
Except
Like
getting coffee.
yeah, exactly.
At
Just how am I going to get enough caffeine into my to cross the blood-brain barrier for me to be able to put a sentence together. That's literally all I want to think about.
Ava, look at,
Yeah.
I wish I could speak with you forever. I love that this interview is just us. Like, I feel like having our first like coffee friend date.
Yeah.
But I want to let the audience know for more on the incredible Ava. You can read more about them right below this video. Ava, I can't wait to hang. I want to hang with you.
Yeah, shoot me an email if you want. I'm around.
I love it. Well, listen, I just am so grateful for the time you took today, and
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you.